Oh yeah, pristine production. Oh yeah, yeah. A long time don't hear good music, can't refuse it. Give me the iron, give me some bass. Ladies up in the place, turn your wheels and roll it. Show them you control it. You're the number one, you know it, baby. Show me a jumping, keep the people smiling. With jumping, I can feel soca rising. With jumping, keep the people smiling. With jumping, with jumping. Music a jam, music a jamming.
Welcome back to another live stream here, Lab Boy Mix Cafe.
Pristine production. Oh yeah, yeah. A long time don't hear good music. Can't refuse it. Give me the iron, give me some bass. Ladies, show them you give me that love. Give me that love. You're not late. Show me a jumping. Keep the people smiling. With jumping.
Livewire is brought to you by Christine Productions. Get the latest in dancehall, soca, reggae, and afro. Also donate to our PayPal and join our Patreon, Become the Apprentice.
Music a
Livewire is brought to you by Christine Productions. Get the latest in dancehall, soca, reggae, and Afro beats. Donate to our PayPal and also join our Patreon. Become the Apprentice.
And welcome back to another Pristine Production Live Wire Mix Cafe here. And I'm your mixing engineer host, Andrew Rayburn here. And I want to say what up peoples, what up guys and girls. And glad you guys can be with us here. I'm not sure why my sideline is not flowing here, but hey, I want to get into the show. We're talking about soca arrangement here. So a lot of producers have been struggling about how do you arrange a track, get it ready to send to artists. How do you get it to pitch your vibe? So if they like that song, they can like say, hey, I want to buy it from you. I want to mix it, and all that goody stuff. So let's say you're one of those persons. Definitely, this is a show for you. You want to present it in a way, it's like a default kind of way, but it's presentable as an instrumental. So somebody see like, yeah, we can write a song for with like that. They don't have to ask you to like lengthen the track and that whole stuff. So let's jump into that here. So we're not gonna waste no time. So if I pull up my track here, I'm gonna go. We're gonna play without the vocals first. Let's bring in back my effects in here, and I'm gonna walk you through some things here. How do you get this to be like a full-on track, a potential track for an artist? So let's hit the track. Here we go. Now, generally want to start with a 1 bar intro. Don't take too long on 1 bar because most people attention span very short. So I would take this as a 1 bar intro here. And then we go to the chorus. 2, 3, 4. Notice I took the kick and I took out some of the notes because I wanted to sound like it's a live intro. So when I hit that, now the most important thing, you got to differentiate what is the melody and what is the verse. I'm talking about what are the sounds or the synthesizers that makes the melody part of the song, and how do you differentiate that between the verse? So I consider this sound here. I can play it. If I have that one there. So without those three sounds, it would be considered as it's a minor setback. Like it's not a melody, and it's just going. So I would take that as the verse. Well, these sounds are actually for the melody, but if I take these out, it would be a verse. So sorry, you gotta differentiate what is the melody or the chorus from the verse. So after I did that, I took out these same sounds and allowed the rest of the sounds to play through with the drums here. Let's go back here. So let's start from here. Verse. Down, 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 down. So you can put your verse in 2 bars here. Loop it again. Here we go back to the chorus again. Here we go. Loop that again. Here I did something different. This is very important, guys. Approaching the second verse as a presentation, I'm allowing one of those 3 sounds to continue go in this section because I want the verse to kind of pick up a movement and continues to be dynamic and alive, right? That sound right there, that's what I'm using. Then I brought in back the rest of the stuff, the second synth there. Took that out, mix it up, bring back in the lead synth again. Bring in the second synth there. So I'm doing these things because I want the track to feel alive the further we go into the track. And I'm going to say song. This is the main outline. You want to start off with intro. Give it 1 bar, at least for soca. Don't take too long. And hit the full-on melody. And then in the verse, take out the lead instruments for the melody. And so the verse is still strong. Let's bring that in with the vocal and see what we got. Here we go.
Ooh, yeah. Ladies, yeah. Give me that love, darling. Love for you, just walk out, whining, yeah, overstanding. Love, give me that love, darling. Love for you, just walk out, whining, yeah, overstanding.
Hold the verse. Going to the verse, chorus. So I'm repeating the verse again just to pretend it's the second verse. But you notice I'm bringing this track in the verse line now. We didn't have that in the first verse because we want the arrangement to be alive. So this sound is really kind of shining through while she's doing this verse here. So a creative thought here, repeating the kind of sub end of the verse. I want to I want to I want you to hook me around my waistline. We're breaking the rhythm here. It's extended from a 2-bar to 3, and I'm kind of giving it like a pre-intro part again, just to kind of advance and allow the track to sound more connected. Now we're arranging a keynote to know, guys. We're arranging the song. I'm sorry, we're arranging the track to complement the artist. So I felt like taking out the kick would have given this part. It gives the track a little bit more diversity and allows it to sound live. Let's listen to that part. Now, typical soca tracks, sometimes they repeat the chorus at the end and allow the lead to play a little bit of solo there. I didn't bring this sound back in straight through in the chorus. I could have done that. I skipped 2 of that because I wanted that to come back in when she hits. I love how you're whining or dancing, whatever. Because I'm keeping the track alive. Don't just be defaultly looping, because the track might sound nice, but it can get very boring and, it's not inviting. The key thing to Caribbean music, dancehall, soca, reggae, or Afro, you want to lock in. As the song goes further and further, deeper and deeper, it's getting more immersive. And how do we do that? We take our sounds and move it around and allow it to sound like a live. I come from a live musician background. I play with bands, and I built these tracks in the box. I played a synthesizer by hand, obviously. I'm still allowing it to sound alive. So if we go and add, okay, we have the melody here, and then take us out. We have the verse as I went here. Let's go back here. Even right here, we can do a little surprise. Let's take out one of the guitars here. Maybe I can freeze that. I can mute that. And just this part here. See how that's affect the track when played back. Right here. Again, I probably could have used the second bar. Bring back the pick guitar. I'm doing this real time here to show you how diverse we can be in arrangement. Let's bring in this section of the guitar. See how that sounds. Sounding pretty interesting so far. You want the music to be alive. Play that. So like the guitar kind of complements it. The second half of the bar complements like the pre-intro going back into or chorus. So we're making things interesting.
Give me that love, darling. Love for you, just walk out, whine it, can't understand it. Love, give me that love, darling. Love for you, just walk out, whine it, can't understand it. Long time me watching you, boy, I'm trying not to get too close. Your love is in.
So if I originally took this out, it would sound like the first verse again. It would kind of get a little boring. We want things to come alive, right? So if I did this,
Long time me watching you, boy, I'm trying not to get too close.
I know we're repeating the first verse. I'm just demonstrating like a full-on sound. It would have sound even if there was different lyrics. Apparently she only did one verse, but hey, um, it this track would have kind of like to me it would sound a little bit repetitive. It won't be sounding too groovy. So bringing this sound out of the three that makes the melody part of the rhythm. I won't say song because in soca music you have rhythm. Melody, which is chorus, and you have verse sections. So you know that part in any song actually. When you hear and shout out to long Shack Beats. Thank you so much for joining into live. When you hear chorus in your favorite songs, there's something that's happening there to complement the chorus at that time. When you hear verse, certain things change up. So we're trying to accomplish the same thing in soca music here, which has been done for quite a number of artists. So
Long time me watching you, boy.
so I'm bringing in that middle sound there.
I'm trying not to get too close. Your love is intoxicating. You're making my head spin. I wanna rock me round the waistline. Let me bubble and jump to the time. Keep rocking it, right there. Keep jamming it, right there. I wanna rock me round the waistline.
So she went a little bit further, using a third bar. What am I talking about? Normally would have been give me that love. So like I want to hook me around my waistline. It's like a pre-bridge. So we're stretching the verse a little bit longer. So I clipped the kick, give it a little bit of a little bit of what do you call it? Like a little bit of vamping up movement there.
I wanna rock me round the waistline. Let me bubble up.
We could bring the bass back in at this section here as well. Let's do that. See how that sounds. Go there. I'm gonna shift mute. Bring that back. Here we go.
Right there. I wanna rock me round the waistline. Let me bubble and jump to the time. Keep rocking it, right there. Keep jamming it, right there. Love, give me that love, darling.
Notice I did not bring this song back in here. The ba ba da 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 da. I wanted to freeze both of that performance and randomize it so it comes back in the last part of the chorus.
Give me that love, darling. Love for you, just walk out, whine it, can't understand it. Love, give me that love, darling. Love for you, just walk out, whine it, can't understand it.
Bring it back in right here.
Love for you, just walk out, whine it, can't understand it. Ladies, yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Then we can bring the end. Let's see how the end will sound here. Sometimes you want to kill the drums just before you hit the last part of it. Maybe we'll bring in the guitar, or you can maybe bring in the chorus part of the soca track. Kill all instruments. You can end off with a little bit of suspense there. If I go back here, see if I can loop that part for her. Go back. we can end it off like that. We can completely remove the guitar at that part. Come back. So whichever route you take, it's still going to work. The key thing to take away, because we're talking about soca arrangement here. You're sitting with the artist, and it's not every time you get artists to sit with you through the whole process just for the arrangement part. Like say, "Oh, I like that. Give me that in my second verse," or they might get an idea based on your arrangement, presenting like a example bed for them to be inspired to write on. You don't want an artist to be say, "Hey, you need to loop it a little bit longer so I can write something to it," and then you're looping the same thing, so they get lost. Like, oh, I forgot where I'm supposed to come with the melody. So it's very important that you differentiate what is melody and verse synth wise. Sometimes it can be one synth, sometimes it can be a sound effect, it can be extra drums. Whatever you label as it stands out. Like it does the song, the track, the rhythm does not sound like one big loop. There's certain elements that come alive and then certain things that still down so you can hear some movement, and that's what determines verse and melody when it comes to soca arrangement. Now, I have worked with a lot of artists. I've gained the privilege to have them sit down with me and you know listen to how I have the beat. How I work, I like to if an artist sends me a link, I'll say, "Hey, I like this little thing from Patrice or Destra. Can you give me something like this?" I would do it similar arrangement, but um, arrangement in like chords. But I would break down an arrangement and maybe add a couple of my own elements in it, give it an original feel, similar but original feel. And let's say you might say, "Well, Ray, how do I prearrange a beat and send it to an artist, and so it has inspiration for him or her to write?" Do the standard, do a 1 bar intro. Start off with that. Go after the 1 bar intro, go to your verse for 2 bars, and then hit the melody, or start the melody for 2 bars and then hit the verse 2 bars. Whichever way you choose, but remember, isolate and remember what sounds stand out as the melody. So if I go back and I play this without the vocals here, I'm not going to play the whole thing because the track is about close to about 3 minutes. Go back here. Now, because you have certain elements, this is the next thing to take away. Because you have certain elements within the track, what is the melody side and what is the verse side. It doesn't mean that the artist is going to write his or her lyrics where your melodies are. You might say, "What are you talking about?" Wait, they heard your melody, or they heard what you're doing in the track, but the part that you classified as a melody might actually be their bridge or intro or verse. And commonly they may say, "Well, can you loop that horn section again?" And they're arranging the song now. They've gotten inspiration from you. Now they're arranging the song in their head. And so a key thing to know, you are not writing an arrangement for them. You're presenting an arrangement as a bed, as a presentation, like, "Hey, this is a groovy beat, and I don't have to loop it. It has a length of maybe 2 minutes and a half, 3 minutes. It has melody and verse." There's a difference. The important thing to know is there's a differentiation between a melody or chorus and verse side. As long they might not figure which is which, but they know there's a difference in there, so they may more likely take the noisy part, which is the melody part, the big synthesizers, the bright synths, and write their stuff to it, and then listen to the other part and say, "Okay, I could do this verse." Most of the time they follow that. But remember, you're not saying, "Hey, this is a melody. You didn't write your song to this." You're not writing the arrangement for them. You're just presenting an arrangement for them to tweak. Unless they're sitting in the studio with you every step of the way and say, "Okay, this is going to be my verse." if they have the time, by all means, as long as you got chemistry, you can get it done. So things like that is a keynote to take away. But I wanted to share that with you guys. I hope it's been fun. Thank you so much for continuing to support my page. Don't be afraid to send me some email, guys. Like, hey Ray, can you do a video about so and so and so? Remember, you can join my Patreon as well. I have make modern soca. Let me edit this. Actually, there's a misspelled here. Uh, let's see. Can I do that? Um, I guess I can. Well, yeah, there is a full on series here. Make modern soca. Modern soca a part to the secrets. So you're gonna learn how to put synthesizers where they're supposed to be. And there's a volume 2 part to this, but it's paid, so just $10 a month, guys. Yeah, you're gonna see some secrets that I do to enhance the soca and techniques that you can use in most of the other soca genres, including Afro groovy. So be sure to don't be afraid to become part of my Patreon here. That's $10 a month, and you're gonna get these awesome content. And also, if you want to buy soca beats or get the Soca Drum Labs, you want to be a top line engineer, soca engineer, grab my Soca Drum Labs. You can join my CP Academy, and you can get soca course mixing here, like the pros. Destra, Patrice, 3-part series if you want to get some real good insights on mixing. $30, you get the stems and the video as well. But I want to say thank you to supporters. Shout out to Land Chak Beats for always watching. I try not to take too long on these shows because I try to be quick and precise. That's what Pristine Production is about. Let me know what you want me. Don't be afraid to comment. Send me email. Say, hey Ray, we love your stuff. Keep going. Thank you for those who support, donate, those who buy my course, my beats. All this stuff is going right back into production and content. So I want to appreciate that. I appreciate what you do. And we're going to link up next week. So shout out to all the fans. Thank you for joining in, and peace out.
Play chords in soca, reggae, afro, and dancehall beats. Even mix and master and produce these beats. Pristine Production is proud to present Caribbean Producers Academy. Here you can book a 1-hour coaching session on the days you choose with our top engineer, Andrew Rayburn. Dues our price plan from 0 to hero, where you get 5 days a week, an hour and a half each day. The dojo, 2 days a week, and a rookie, 1 day a week, where you can get exclusive in-depth one-on-one live session training and mixing from the comfort of your own home to get your Caribbean productions on international level. So what are you waiting for? Join our Caribbean Producers Academy.
Lights up in the sky, Trinidad. The melodies are sweet. It's carnival, we feel the heat. Walking on a trumpet.
Hey, ever wonder if I just had all the right drums in one library to produce radio-ready soca, wouldn't that be great? Well, we here at Pristine Productions are excited to present to you Soca Drum Labs with over 40 mapped drums from kick, percussion, snare, and more. Getting your drums up and running in no time. It comes with its built-in effects and processors to give your drums punch and depth, reflecting the color and culture of the islands. So get in the lab with Soca Drum Labs, powered by Native Instruments Contact.
Livewire is brought to you by Pristine Productions. Get the latest in dancehall, soca, reggae, and Afro beats. Donate to our PayPal and also join our Patreon. Become the apprentice.